Hi, I'm Dan Hasty, voice of the West Michigan Whitecaps.
How important is getting a chance to play in the postseason for these guys?
It's huge, and we've seen this year in and year out. These guys have had chances to go through, and look, West Michigan has been one of the big stops on the minor league tour for many reasons.
Now the set, 3-2 pitch, swing, line drive, left field. Dawson coming in, dives. He won't get there. This is by him all the way to the wall. Extra bases once again for Hill. Rounding third and scoring is Gonzalez. To third goes Derek Hill with his second triple of the afternoon. It's an RBI, and the Caps lead it 5-0 here in the bottom of the eighth. Now the 2-2 pitch, swing, line drive, and it's past the diving Wade into right center field, a base hit. Rounding third is Martin. He will score. Over to third goes Jamer Candelario. And Miguel Cabrera has an RBI single here in the bottom of the first. We're tied at 1. Doing a little moonlighting. Next offer, Clemens hammers one high in the air, deep to left center field. Back goes Davis. He won't get there. This is up the left center field gap and rolls to the wall. McCain scores. Paloselli right behind him. It's a 2-run double for Cody Clemens. Now he's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count. He's walked 2 in this inning. He's given up a home run as well. Now he gets a pop-up first base side. Ranging into foul territories, John Hicks trailing back, lost the baseball, and it falls into the glove of Amarista behind him. Unbelievable.
Little luck there, boys.
Teamwork making the dream work to end the bottom of the third. Let's go to the fourth. 3-0 Braves on top of the Tigers. You're listening to the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Cam's been known to change it up.
Yeah, he sure has.
McCann at third, Hicks at first. He takes off. This pitch is flared down the left field line, giving chases Carrera. He won't get there. Down for a base hit. And to score comes James McCann. John Hicks on his way home. He will score. The Tigers have scored 7 runs in the 7th inning, and Cam Gibson has a 2-run double.
Yep, a fly ball down in the corner kept fading away from the left fielder, but very much so. Good pitching, good hitting, solid baseball after the first couple of innings.
Here's a swing and a ground ball to second. This could do it. And to get it, De La Cruz fires to first in time. It's a Tigers winner on Friday afternoon.
Good job, gang.
Bottom of the first inning, no score. Here at Champion Stadium inside the grounds of Disney World, ESPN's Wide World of Sports. Today's first pitch at 1:06 today. Brought to you by Sunoco. As we go to the bottom of the first, Daniel Norris takes the mound for the Tigers. His first pitch to Ender Inciarte is on the outside corner. He paints it, 0-1.
5th appearance. Last time out, he did not have it. But you can't have it every game. But he does need to bounce back today.
The 0-1 to Inciarte is roped into center field. A hard line single to lead off the bottom half of the first inning for Ender Inciarte.
Well, they're working on several things, but the key thing is to get him to speed up. In other words, don't stay up in the mound and slab too long. But also, another thing that they watch very closely, Dan, is he's a left-hander. At times opens up and comes across the ball. Then that loses velocity. You got to stay with your mechanics right at the hitter.
I think that's the key word too, mechanics. It seems like more than some of the other pitchers on this staff, Norris's mechanics tend to slip away from him. He's a little bit easier.
Yeah, I mean, I watch those things closely, make sure they come out of the same keyhole.
Throw to first, back safely goes Inciarte.
Because that's where it's at. All these kids, the kids that are listening, you work on your mechanics, you'll be amazed what you can do. I mean, I've seen guys that had 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, all of a sudden mechanics change. They're throwing 93, 94 all of a sudden.
Runner at first for Ozzie Albies. First pitch to him is cut on and missed. Took something off there. The count goes to 0-1.
His fastball up has this good riding action. I like it when he pounds these hitters inside also.
Interesting to see him used not only in a starter's role, but we've also seen him used in a relief role. First time we've seen that in the spring since he's arrived, as the throw goes to first. Almost pulled John Hicks off the bag.
I don't think that's his best spot for him. I think he's a starter.
Just worlds of talent for this young left-hander. 0-1 the count on Ozzie Albies. Middle infield and double play depth, and Norris keeping a close eye on Inciarte over at first. Another one of those left-handers, a guy that the Tigers pitched yesterday. Matthew Boyd ended up continuing his good spring.
Yeah, and they had a few beanball things over there too.
Yeah, what in the world was that?
Good old-fashioned baseball.
5 ejections in that game.
Yeah, that's something. In spring training.
The 0-1. Fastball up and away, and the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, too bad we weren't broadcasting that game. Every once in a while, it's good to get have a little fun.
4 Philadelphia Phillies. The Tigers won that game by the score of 6-2. But Matt Boyd was ejected in that game after hitting Odubel Herrera.
Yes. Oh, those things happen. The ball slipped,
1 ball, 1 strike the count on Albies. The 1-1 pitch is up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. How often do you see mass ejections in a spring training
Oh,
game?
you don't see them. I mean, you really don't. I mean, there might be some animosity, but very rarely have I seen a fight in spring training.
Give Ron Gardenhire a lot of credit for not getting tossed in that game as well.
That's Gardy, that's right.
2-1 pitch, inside corner. Nipped the high and inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ozzie Albies.
Gardy said, man, I'm too old to have these fights, man. Let the young kids do it.
Got a chance to meet Gardy earlier today. What a class act he is.
He's a good man.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Fastball from Norris is high and outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now, we noticed the times he's pitched now, especially with the new pitching coach, he's been 88 to like 91, maybe 92. And there's a reason for that. They want him to back off, and as he gets going, maybe you can up the velocity.
The 3-2 pitch, the runner goes, swinging a pop-up. Right side, shallow right field. Victor Reyes in 3 steps to his left. Now the wind takes it back towards his right. He makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the first.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Defensively for the Tigers, it's Jacoby Jones in left field, Leonis Martin in center, Victor Reyes is in right. Around the infield, Danny Pinero at third, Nico Goodrum getting time at shortstop today.
How about that? Yeah.
Alexi Amarista at second with John Hicks at first. James McCann behind the plate. For Daniel Norris, who now faces Freddie Freeman, who had a phenomenal year last year. That was cut short by an injury. First pitch to him is inside. Also played a little bit at third base. Interesting year for Freeman.
I tell you, what a terrific player. And he hits left-handers, too.
1 ball, no strikes on Freddie Freeman, who's hitting .308 in the Grapefruit League play this year. Now a look and a throw to first from Norris.
That's right. Pay attention.
So now you see Goodrum playing some shortstop. He's done some nice things so far this spring. He's really earned his way onto a potential spot of this roster.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good.
1 ball, no strikes. The runner goes. Pitches high. McCann throw down to second base. Not in time. Just a little bit high. Inciarte was able to duck in under the tag of Goodrum. It's a stolen base for Ender Inciarte, his 4th of the spring.
Well, he didn't get a great jump, but he made up for it with the speed that he has. That just shows you from a catcher's standpoint the accuracy that you have to have. Because, again, you said a foot lower and he is out. But it's a good jump, and I thought James did a good job making it close.
One of those guys in Inciarte that seems to just do everything well. Now a spin from Norris, a check back of the runner at second, and back safely goes Inciarte. We'll see Kurt Suzuki today, Nick Markakis, Dansby Swanson, the former #1 overall pick. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Freeman takes on the outside corner as Mark Wagner goes up with that delayed right hand for strike 1.
That's a good call there. Ooh.
2 balls and 1 strike to count on Freddie Freeman. Good crowd on hand for this Friday afternoon affair. They're filling up the berm down in foul territory down the left field line. The 2-1 is smoked in the air towards center field. The center fielder comes in. Now diving is the right fielder Jones. It's off his glove and down for a base hit. Rounding third is Inciarte. He will score. And in the second goes Freddie Freeman. It'll be an RBI double, and the Braves strike first. Here in the bottom half of the opening inning, it's 1-0.
Communication. I think that was a center fielder's ball. I don't know who said what, but that's a ball that's got to be caught. And it was a mess up. That's a mental mistake out there. Got to take charge.
So Kurt Suzuki, the batter.
That ball should never drop in.
And a guy like Martin, you would have assumed, would have called off his right fielder there.
He's the man. He's center fielder.
Remember in the game that we called on Tuesday, I remember watching Ronnie Rodriguez make one of the most awkward catches I've seen a center fielder make in quite a while, but he was still calling off his right fielder.
Yeah, that's right.
Kurt Suzuki, the batter now for the Braves. First pitch to him is a fastball, a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Suzuki has been amazing. I've seen him play with the Twins, the A's, of course. And he had a great year last year. I think he hit 19 home runs. Now tell me the ball's not flying.
Tell you what, you look at a day like today, it's very different than what we had on Tuesday. But it's going to move a little bit. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swing and a fly ball in a shallow center field. Coming in a couple steps, Leonis Martin. He'll call off his right fielder Jones this time. He makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, that was all his. Thank goodness, huh?
Didn't have any request to back off of that. No. Second out, Nick Markakis will be the batter.
Boy, he came over here with a big contract from Baltimore.
And Markakis was one of the more dynamic right fielders in the game, especially during his time with Baltimore. Enjoyed watching Markakis, and now he's here in Atlanta. So far, so good for him this spring. 364. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. Pitcher Norris works from the first base side of the rubber. He checks Freeman at second. First pitch on the way. This one's down low and through the legs of the catcher McCann. Over to third goes Freddie Freeman. They might call that one a pass ball on James McCann.
I think James would tell us it is a pass ball. We've seen a few of those. This is spring training. I think they called it a wild pitch, but let's just say James would tell us he should have had it.
So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Braves strike first here in the bottom half of the opening inning. It's 1-0. Gorgeous day, just a stone's throw from Disney World. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one on the outside edge for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good breaking ball there. Good late movement to it.
It's hard to believe we're heading down the home stretch of the spring training
Yes, sir,
schedule.
baby. Yes, sir.
Less than a week until it's back to Detroit.
Back to Motown.
Opening day against the Pittsburgh Pirates this year. Here's a swing and a ground ball towards first base. Under the glove of the first baseman Hicks. Right between his legs and into right field. Into score comes Freddie Freeman on an error by the first baseman John Hicks. It's 2-0 Atlanta.
Yep, another mistake, and that's a physical mistake. And I know Gardy the other day was not happy with the ball club. Some sloppy play, and now early in with the first inning, there's more sloppy play. And Gardy's not going to put up for it. It is spring training, but you have certain plays you have to make.
Preston Tucker will be the batter. I was actually talking with a couple of the writers before this ball game and some of the fundamentals, and we've read stories about Ron Gardenhire being interested in preaching those fundamentals. As Norris checks the runner at first base, his first pitch to Preston Tucker is up high. 1 ball and no strikes. He's trying to preach those fundamentals, one of which is throws into home plate. He's been working extensively with his outfielders on accurate throws to home plate. They actually put one of those upside down garbage cans, and they said, you've got to hit it. Here's a swing and a chopper foul first base side, but you're going to notice that, I think, a lot this year. A real stress on the fundamentals because, if nothing else, we know we saw that with his teams in Minnesota.
Well, let me put it this way. Throwing from the outfield is a lost art. It's a lost art, and it's a shame. So hopefully if Gardy keeps working, the Tiger outfielders, that they'll be able to do the right thing.
1 ball, 1 strike in this lefty-lefty matchup. Norris's 1-1 pitch is cut on and missed. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Preston Tucker, who's having a fabulous spring. 386, a home run, 10 runs batted in. I think when it comes to stressing those fundamentals, especially with a team that's this young and this inexperienced, I think that's the kind of groundwork you really do need to lay down. 1-2 on Tucker, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him for strike 3.
Good heater there.
Foul tip to the glove of James McCann, and we're through an inning here at Champion Stadium. To the second inning, Braves with a 2-0 lead over the Tigers. You're listening to the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Now the 1-0 to Ornelas is swung on and an inside-out swing, shallow left field. Out goes Peterson, reaches out, dives, and he makes an incredible catch. Oh my goodness! Flying through the air like Superman for out number 2. They don't get much better than that. Now the 2-0 pitch to him. This one swung on and cued off the end of the bat. To his left, Sanchez bobbles the baseball, recovers and throws to first in time for out number 3.
Boy, what a play. Heck of a play by Sanchez.
Moving off the mound, quick like a cat. Let's go to the bottom half of the third. Braves lead the Tigers 2-0. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball.
Here's the kick, the 0-1 pitch, swing, grounder towards second. To his right, Pereira has it. He bobbles it. Behind him is Pinero. Picks it up, throws to first in time. What a play. Here's the set. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Even on a 3-1 pitch, he's powering fastballs by people. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Arias. Boy, and that's partially on Arias, too. If you don't know that a fastball's coming right there, that's on you. Let's see if Manning can make him pay for it. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count, looking to tie his career high. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. It's strike 3 and the 9th strikeout for Matt Manning tonight. 2 gone. The last 25 seasons as Clemens gets into one and lifts it high in the air, deep to right field. Back goes Singleton at the warning track at the wall, leaping. It's over and gone. It's a solo home run for Cody Clemens. His first home run at Fifth Third Ballpark, and the Whitecaps take a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Now he delivers the 1-1. Civic swings and fouls at right side up into the sweet level. What a barehanded catch. Gentleman wearing a vest reached out and snagged that one. What a play. He leaned over, too. It's a dangerous proposition there. They actually got that one on replay. That's one of the best catches I've seen all season.
Tonight on Fox 17 News at 10, but for now, we'll send it back to the studio.